he'd take care of us, Mom said confidently, fixing her hair. I didn't say anything, I just wanted closure, some peace to finally let him go. As we sat in the lawyer's office, the air felt thick with tension. Grandpa's portrait sat on the desk beside a stack of papers. The lawyer cleared his throat and began reading. My parents sat upright, smiling smugly. To my beloved son and daughter-in-law, the lawyer started. Mom grinned, squeezing Dad's hand. But the next line wiped the smile off their faces. You both chose distance when I needed love. Therefore, I leave you nothing but the memories of what could have been. The room fell silent. Mom blinked in disbelief while Dad's jaw clenched. The lawyer continued, to my granddaughter, who stood by me when no one else did, I leave my entire estate and remaining assets, including the house, savings, and family business. I froze, unable to breathe. My parents turned to me, their faces twisted in shock. What? Mom shrieked. This must be a mistake. We're his family. The lawyer looked at her calmly. He was very clear. He said she was his true family. Tears welled up in my eyes, not because of the inheritance, but because those words meant he had seen everything. He had known, all those moments when I thought he didn't notice, the nights I cried quietly beside his bed, the lies I told to protect his heart, he knew it all. Mom slammed her hand on the table, her voice trembling with rage. You manipulated him. You made him change the will. I looked at her, my voice steady but soft. I didn't ask for anything. I just didn't leave him alone. She glared at me as if I had stolen something sacred, but I didn't feel victorious. I felt grief and justice intertwined, like two threads finally coming together after years of being apart. Dad didn't say a word, just looked down, shame flickering briefly in his eyes before disappearing. The day of the will reading changed everything, but what followed after was a storm I never saw coming. Mom's scream from that office still echoed in my ears days later. The look on her face, part disbelief, part fury, burned itself into my memory. Dad tried to stay calm, but I could see the cracks forming behind his blank stare. I didn't say anything, I didn't need to. Grandpa had spoken for me, even in death. Still, the peace I expected never came. Instead, silence filled our home, heavy and cold, as my parents avoided me like a stranger. That night, Mom barged into my room without knocking. Her eyes were swollen, mascara streaked down her cheeks. How could you do this to us? She hissed. After everything we've done for you, you take our future away. I stared at her, too tired to argue. I didn't take anything, I said quietly. Grandpa just left what he wanted to leave. Her lips trembled with rage. He was manipulated. You were always his favorite, always pretending to be the innocent one while we carried the real burdens. I almost laughed, but the lump in my throat wouldn't let me. You mean